one of the things I loved about this whole process was being able to research my own family history. I come from a line of Jewish immigrants, which I think all of us do on stage.
Yeah.
From Eastern Europe, from, Anna Tefka. And this summer I got to take a trip to Eastern Europe and research the Yiddish culture of yesteryear. And I did a lot of genealogy research. And I think all of it hopefully informed what I'm doing in a way and at least provided inspiration and fuel for the fire. So that was something that I loved kind of digging into.
I can't imagine a better way to connect with my past than something like this. My family left Eastern Europe the same year our show is set, and it's really powerful to be on a Broadway stage telling the story of my ancestors to, people I never met, but people who, came to America in 1905. It's insane. I feel very lucky to have that experience and get to connect in that way.
I think what's probably been most surprising for me is the journey itself and how things kind of just lead you to where maybe you're supposed to end up. The year for me started with an unforgettable trip before this was even a thought to Israel with my dad. I've never been super religious. I am Jewish. I did the bar mitzvah. I danced at the bar mitzvah. I ate food at my bar mitzvah. Barely got through the bar mitzvah. But other than that, I wasn't super religious. So here I am in, the holiest place in the whole world at the Western Wall, just crying in tears with my father. Cut to, I see an article about Hofesh on Dance Magazine, reading about him. I'm like, I'm going to work with that guy. Cut to, here I am doing Fiddler on the Roof. Cut to, here I am right now. It's just, and I feel so grateful that I'm learning so much more about my religion because of the people I'm working with, because of the show. It's the journey for me that's been kind of just mind-boggling, kind of like Michael, I think, too, and all of us in some way.
I actually had a bit of an opposite experience. I feel profoundly connected to my faith and my heritage, but I have felt more strongly that religious persecution and division of populations of people because of religion is appalling. And so I think it's probably the timeliness of the production that has really struck me. That it's wonderful that I have a connection to being Jewish, but it's equally wonderful that people have a connection to being Catholic or Muslim or what have you. It hasn't made me more sort of virulent that I am lucky to be chosen, In fact, it makes me feel like the idea of being chosen is kind of foolish. So anyway, so that's been my experience. The show does it for itself, that anybody from any background can come and connect, but I wish I could kind of like steer it into a universal direction. Most actors feel that by making things really specific, it becomes universal. So hopefully that's what we're
The story is universal, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because there are so many groups of people that have been persecuted. And I mean, I've said this before, but in a way, it's a tragedy that the show is still so relevant.
Yeah.
Because I never really knew my father and my father's side of the family, I've always had that nostalgic kind of memory play going on in my head. And what I'm learning by participating in Fiddler in such an intense level and really seeing all the dynamics at play, seeing the reaction from so many people, seeing the show nightly and daily, is that we're all, that I'm not alone, that we all have this kind of grasping for this sense of home that Fiddler inspires in all of us so deeply.
I think the most, well, and I feel super proud of it, is, and some of you might have caught it, but some of you might not, is the CAMSoils. Adam and I fought really hard to have this beautiful post-wedding moment called a yichud. And, it's like Orthodox porn, downstage left. But it is so authentic and intimate, and it's something we both really wanted to, because it happens.
Orthodox porn.
Yeah.
Hashtag of the day.
Orthodox porn. Yeah.
Good morning.
It exists.
It exists, and but no, it was something that we thought about and schemed about, and I think that's a very beautiful moment. And a lot of people see it and make comments about it, and it's really sweet.